go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
The give on fourth down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage, or do I go for it on fourth down? I like to go for it personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Allen.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Leaves it with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Allen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there and completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field. That is...
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Big! Offense as they get it to the 32. Move the change with that completion now on first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter.
That's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the bridge. Williams will pass. Finds his man in the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 4 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
This quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And that ball is picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game. Gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow them down.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Makes his connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Touchdown!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the 1st half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the 1st half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Paul, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the 2nd half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Williams will pass. Got him downfield. They'll immediately call timeout. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play call.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do you...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab down the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that...
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sideline. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Touchdown! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 24 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later and take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Presley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Working on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Tulsa wasting no time.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Williams will pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Going up top on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. All kinds of running room. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know you're going to make some plays for.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going for the big play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's fourth and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw. Going for 6. And he's got a touchdown.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 33 over the Pandas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Grab near the marker. It's Benjamin. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And his throw is incomplete. After the misfire, it's second and 10. Williams looking for a man. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
And that's good enough for a first down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Presley. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to fire deep. Reels it in down the left side. Afterburner's coming. All the way in for the touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Catch in the middle, it's Presley. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Williams looking for a man. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Gonna try to get it himself. He's got it on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on second down. He'll take a shot. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
By the offense.
So now on comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
The attempt through the air is incomplete.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're And certainly if you're the quarterback that you're going to have time to throw.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's right. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa. A new set of downs after the completion. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Williams will pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just